everyone, it's Orly, and I am back with another Tech Tip podcast. That is such a tongue twister. Some weeks I say it smoothly, some weeks I mess up. But what the show is weekly is I take you on a journey through the fascinating world of bowling technology and beyond. And this week we have Travis Huston on the show. Travis, first off, thank you for joining the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Orly.
Yeah, I appreciate, I have Travis on this week. I've had Kyle Burns. I've had Brandon. We've had a bunch of guests, and I really do appreciate everyone coming on this show because all the people that I've had on, I know they are super busy, whether it's out in the training field, taking tech calls and answering questions or maybe running their own bowling center. I just know that everyone has a busy schedule, and it's great that everybody takes the time to do the show here with us. So Travis, first off, if someone wasn't listening to the last show that you were on, can you let everyone know your, what you do with QubicaAMF?
Yeah, I'm a trainer for QubicaAMF, and I go to centers and I provide them training on their new scoring systems, upgrades to Conqueror X, and any other products that would require some training.
Okay. And Travis, today I was kind of, we're getting closer to the holidays, and before you know it, they're going to come and go. With the holidays here, I was trying to think of an idea for a show that might help someone with something that's going on during the holidays. So the question I have for you today is, if someone's looking to change, bowling modes or maybe price offerings for the holidays, how can they do that?
Yeah, so I'd like to go over adjusting the time zones for your bowling modes.
Okay.
Once you log into Conqueror, you go to your setup tab, you go to general, and go to bowling modes. This is where you can modify your bowling modes for your price offerings, and you can adjust the lane lighting effects for those centers that have either the cap lighting or the hyperbowl lighting, and then basically be able to create those opening modes for your offerings. If we go to time zones, you can see that you have your time zones listed where your bowling modes are located, and we can select a specific day and time and be able to assign a different bowling mode. So, if you want to have different lane lights for a specific time for an event, or if that's going on weekly throughout the holidays, or if you want to have a different price that's going to be offered through a specific time for the holidays. Creating a bowling mode and setting it in time zones is a good way to keep it consistent for not only your customers, but your employees as well. It's less buttons they'll have to hit, and it'll be a good way to kind of automate some of the things that you do within your business relating to your lane lights and your price offerings, and related to changing business hours.
One of my favorite things about this show is I get to have someone on here that knows how to answer these questions. So I kind of, sometimes people ask me questions. I'm like, let me try to figure that out or this. And the coolest thing about this is I kind of just have to ask the question, and then I get to sit back and just listen to you guys make it sound easy.
Yeah.
And for someone, and, I don't want to throw this off too much, but for someone that might be, let's say someone is listening to the show, they are a new owner, and they're kind of like, why would I change for holiday pricing, or what are these offerings you're talking about? Can you kind of break that down a little bit more on what might someone use this for?
Yeah. So, if you're talking about offering a special rate for a peak period of business during the holidays, maybe it's a higher price, maybe it's a discounted price, but being able to modify and change that price based on your business needs is, beneficial for your customer to try to get that draw and attraction. And then, creating an atmosphere for your customers, right? I mentioned lane lights and bowling modes, basically, creating that holiday atmosphere, maybe some reds and greens for Christmas approaching and things like that. So, yeah.
Okay, Travis. Well, as I mentioned before, I appreciate your time coming on the show, and hopefully this show helps someone this week that, maybe they were going to call in and ask the same question, and now they come across the podcast and they're like, hey, I don't have to give a call in today. I could just figure this out myself or listen to these instructions and do it. And that's just kind of what we're doing here each week, bringing up a subject that we hope can help someone just by listening, helps them get this fixed or get this resolved. And if not, we're always there to help in other ways. So I appreciate your time, Travis, and I hope to have you back soon.
All right. Thank you, Orly. I appreciate it.
Thank you.